this passion, and it's burning deep inside of me. And this time, no, not gonna settle for anything less. Craving a life that I've never known.
Alengkong, a village uphill in the mountainside of Kintamani. At the present, most of the area in Alengkong has been developed into a camping site and glamping type accommodation. There are so many similar services up there, which can be quite intriguing to decide which one is the best one to suit your requirement. In this video I am going to share with you the one that I choose at the last time when I was there. The Alengkong Sunrise Camp and Glamping. The journey started from Denpasar, the provincial capital city of Bali. It will take us around 2 hours and 30 minutes to get there. In total it's about 75 kilometers of distance we need to cover. For the record, I used a scooter on this trip. The road to get there can be considered as challenging, especially when you have reached Kintamani. You need to get a proper preparation to get there. You need to have some logistic with you. Some snacks, packs of ciggy if you are a smoker. And several cup noodles are a great choice to think about, if you don't want to get caught in spending on overrated pricing that occurs there. For Asian, you need to make sure you bring the appropriate wardrobe such as down jacket and outer, maybe some gloves, beanies, bandana, socks, trousers and a flashlight. Yes, you can use mountain sandals or such. It depends on how strong you are against the cold. Quick dry material is strongly advised and recommended. The name Alengkong came from a tree that has an irregular curved branch. The tree name is called as an A tree by the locals community. That is where the A wood came from. The word Lengkong itself, it has the meaning of a curved. If we put all together, it will become Alengkong, the name we know today. That is the story behind the name of Alengkong. You also need to make sure that you have enough petrol on the vehicle, since there is not so many authorized gas stations on the mountainside. When you have all set, you need to make sure that your vehicle of choice is good enough to drive or ride to the mountainside. Please make sure that your brake system is working accordingly. You may have to run through so many wild trails, climbing track and detour turns that is none like you had in the city street.
inside and be kind to a stranger. Watch what happens every time you do.
The next important thing you need to think about is the climate. The weather pattern there is so harsh, especially during the rainy season. Even though it's not on rainy seasons, you can't underestimate the possibilities of weather change, which can happen in such a short period window of time. The sunlight that is so bright can almost instantly turn into a foggy blanket that will completely cover the road you are in. The humidity is awfully bad for electronic gears you have. You need to bring a proper case for any electrical devices that you may carry along. A body-fit rain jacket is a must. You definitely need a poncho-type rain jacket to cover your backpack if you are a backpacker type like me. For those who loves to drive or ride, the whole scenery you may encounter in the route to get to Alengkong is worth the journey. Despite all the things that you need to be prioritizable well prepared. You will pass the black lava, the sand mining, the pine wood forest, local villages, local market, people and temple. And not forgetting a road to be remembered for a long time. Once you reach the Yulandanu Sungan Temple final left turn, then it's all about climbing up. Just like what I have said earlier, this is a spot for those who are a backpacker type. Do not expect anything fancy if you have a fantasy of a resort. What is there is purely local homestay that is run by locals, using local values in so many aspects. It's merely just a camping site on top of a hill that runs by warm-hearted family. If you have been traveling to various places, it's around the same facility as you will mostly get in sub-district village in Indonesia. The room rate for weekdays are 250k rupiah, and for the weekend is 300k rupiah, that include a breakfast for two, minor electricity for charging your device, and firewood. You are not going to have a private toilet on the spot. All guests shared 2 units of clean and well-maintained toilet facility. Their parking space is good enough to park several two-wheelers and four-wheelers next to the spot. In a clean sunny weather, the sightseeing you will get there is unforgettable. For those who loves landscapes photography and videography, it's like a heaven of so many interesting views. Wherever you look you will find a good spot. That also goes for those who are a drone pilot. The Alengkong Sunrise Camp and Glamping is on the highest spot among the other Alengkong accommodation services that is there. So, don't get mistaken by the name that is available around there. I have included the most common needed information in the video description. Have a good trip there.